bad boy in order. What's good, Anthony? Anthony, welcome to the stream. I know you're excited about this one. Trying to see. I guess that's good. It's a good look, right? Let's see. Making sure we can see properly here. One day I'm gonna get a proper streaming setup. Cause yeah, this is crazy. But yeah. Get a little distance back on it. See if we can make sure we got enough space here. I guess you can see, should be able to see pretty good, pretty well. Alrighty, alrighty. Oh shoot. And then hold on one second. Let me ready. Cool. Alrighty. We are going to head this up. Let's go ahead and pop this open. Dang it. I should have bought a blade, huh? This one's in there good. Goodness. Here we go. Gotta use good old fingernails. Alrighty. Sorry about the shaky camera, guys. Yeah. So as you saw before, we did the collector's booster, which was really fun. Got some good hits for you on that one, Anthony. We're gonna do it again. Hopefully we get some good magical hits. And also, for you good people out there, one thing we're gonna do here. Let's go open that bad boy up. Look at that, look at that. Nice little mimeoplasm, right? We're gonna do, so this pack right here, we're gonna go third over to the right. This good one right here, this lucky one right here, leaves the comments in the video. Comments at the bottom or whatnot. We're gonna give one lucky player this right here. How's it going, Anthony? How's it going? I'm good, man. Long day. We're gonna give one lucky person this one pack here. So I know everybody wants to get a pack of double masters, but the only way you can get put into that raffle lottery setup is to leave a comment down at the bottom, and we'll see. I'll ship that out to whoever, whoever wins that one or whatnot. But yeah, so make sure you leave a comment down at the bottom for that one. Okay, we're gonna pull that one aside. That is our special baby. All right, and now we're going to continue. Like I said, don't forget to leave a comment at the bottom to get a chance to get that pack. All right, y'all ready to start this bad boy up? Cool. Gonna go and pull these out so we don't have a box in the way. Alrighty. Oh man, it's more packs than I thought was in here. Let's do this. Let's see if we can hit some gold or whatnot. So we're not gonna go super hard on the commons and the uncommons. We're gonna try to go to the meat and potatoes this time around. I know I normally give you super long lore about stuff. If I see something that's worth talking about, I'll talk about it, but we'll try to make it kind of spiffy so we won't hold you up forever. Start off with this little worm token, and every pack will have a cryptic spire, just so y'all know. That comes in tap, but allows you to work almost like dual lands. Not dual lands, but yeah, I guess dual lands, right? Yeah, dual lands where you can choose 2 of the 5 colors that you can kind of help fix, drafts and things like that. Cool. So let's get it started. Spell Pierce. Severed Strands. Yeah, these boxes should definitely be better because you just get more options or whatnot, more chances to get that good card. So I would imagine it would be a whole lot better on the pull rate. Let me see if I can, this light. All right, cool. Got the light going right there into the card, right? Let me see if I can possibly reflect it off the wall or something. Help out there so we don't get that big glare, Cool. Ashemir Leech. Why are we still getting the glare, man? Hold on. There we go. Yeah, no glare this time. All right, cool. Now we can continue forward. Alrighty. Cold Steel Heart. Path to Exile. So that's one of those uncommons you like to see or whatnot. Path to Exile has always been one of those just timely cards. I mean, it's white removal. So Yeah, there you go. So a good one. I know at one point the price was like $11, $12. So always good one to have one of those in your arsenal there. We have Is It Charm? Oh, what am I doing? Another common, Mana Leak. Actually, we'll put some of these better uncommons that I recognize off to the side, just in case you want those separated to be able to find them a little bit easier. Separate Strands, Doom Traveler, No Rhino. Oh shoot, I think okay, I'm about to make a go back pass. Coiling Oracle is the borderless art here, and then Hissing, Ignagmar, and Tuskguard Captain. So I was going too fast. So your rares are towards the beginning. So yeah, I mean they were such unsubstantial cards that I didn't even think about them being rares. I'm sorry. Here we go. Here's our two rares. One thing I don't like about double masters, some of the rares is just not it. They're not the big hits. So the first pack isn't what we really want. It's Ashen Leech, Ashen Moor Leech. It's just a Rakdos kind of helper type card. Busts up red and black. When it becomes a target of a spell or ability, and opponent controls that player loses 4 life. So a useful card, not one of the big hitters we're looking for. And then we have Command. Return target creature. You can choose two. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Target player discards a card. Destroy target artifact. And Kolagun's command deals 2 damage to any target. So one of those modal cards. Pretty useful card, but still not one of the big hits. But that's our first set of rares there. So we'll put them off to the side. We got our borderless here. Then we got all that extra stuff. And then I'll just pop the what do we want to put okay, I'll just put them on top of the pack to make it easy so we can continue to go through. All right, so the first one, not so much of a big hit. Sorry guys. Let's go. Come on, let's big money this time, not the same thing. Now I realize I don't have to flip through everything so fast, so the rare is gonna come up a little early, so it's good to know. We got a bear token and Eldrazi Xion on the backside. Hopefully that's a prelude to what's to come, in the future over in these packs. All right, so starting off, nice little borderless here, uncommon. It is the Inquisition of Kozilek. It is a full buddy, so that's always nice. Target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it with mana value 3 or less. That player discards that card. And the flavor text is you will scream out your innermost secrets just to make it stop. So good flavor there. Beautiful art. Just one of those cards help you get remove cards, value cards from people's hand. But cool card to have. We have Prophetic Bolt is a cool uncommon here. Yeah, we'll put those. Oh, and first good hit so far, Teferi's Protection. That's a do good. It's not the special art, but it is Teferi's Protection. So you can never go wrong there. It is the most highly advanced white protection spell out there. So Teferi's Protection, send Zafir away, send yourself away, keep you from getting attacked. So, and then also, hopefully, in the near future here, coming up with Dominaria United, we'll see him phase Zafir back in, and I can't wait to see what the possibilities are there. Actually, I'm going to do a lore prediction video about that, and we're going to discuss kind of what could be coming for Dominaria and for Zafir, and how the people will react when they come back into this world to Teferi. So, but yeah, there you go, beautiful card. Until your next turn, your life total can't change, and you gain protection from everything. All permanents you control phase out. Exile Teferi's Protection. Great card. Good hit there. And then the second rare is going to be Magister Sphinx. This one is an artifact creature on ETB. It basically sends a player's life total to 10. This is a useful card in Commander, so don't sleep on it forever, but that mana cost is pretty high. But if you have a deck devoted to these colors or that can utilize this, you can actually cheat this into play somehow and really offset somebody's gameplay, especially that they're in a life gain deck or something. So don't sleep on it. Then the rest things will be uncommons. Let's go through this real quick. Gogori Rot Farm, which is that borderless bounce land. So that's always good. We'll just put that with the other borderless stuff. Another one of those uncommons that are pretty good. It's gonna be the Body Double. So that's a clone, nice little clone. It clones from the graveyard, so it keeps you from having to really deal with that legendary rule. So good one there. Settle beyond reality. Wing Kodo, Aether's Night, Oblight's Ending. What's that? Sensor Splicer, Dark Dwelling, Oracle, Obfuscate, and Fiery Fall. So the basics. Cool beans. All right. That was a much better pack. There. So let's continue on and move forward. Hopefully we can get even better hits. We got our Drake token with an angel on the backside. You got your Spire, Foil Dream Shaper Shaman, Ground Assault. And then for our rares, we have Imperial Archangel. So she's a bad angel, another high cost angel, or another high cost legendary, or not even legendary, but she's a high cost card. And in today's Magic, she would end up being a legendary. But here in the old school Magic, because she's from I think the Shards, I think. She has Shroud. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to Imperial Archangel instead. So if you can give her some kind of hex, I mean not hexproof, but some kind of indestructible, then you're in good standing with her on the field. So useful card, pretty cool card. Not the value that we're looking for though. Next up, Hostage Taker. Yay, this girl come and take your stuff. Mrs. Take your stuff right here, and yeah. And then you can recast it for yourself. So like I said, not another hitter, but a very useful card if you want to make some things happen. Cool. Name of a Devoted Druid. That is a value uncommon. So yeah, she's pretty dope. You can go infinite with a couple of cards in the last few sets. So she's one to watch out for. Rancor, don't sleep on Rancor. It's an enchantment that continuously comes back. So yeah, good card there. And like we discussed beforehand, Miss Meadow Witch, she is a great flicker card. High ability cost, but can be useful if used properly. Agony Ward, Spark Mage's Gambit, Just Got Elder, Liliana's Elite, and then we have a borderless Seeker of the Way. We see him a lot in a lot of these packs. So beautiful art though. As he try to find the answer to the Takir. What's up? Maurice? Just make sure to leave a comment in the description or whatnot. If you want to better win that pack that we showed to everybody. Anybody who gets on, if I missed anybody who came into the chat, just make sure if you want to try to get a chance to win that pack, leave a comment down at the bottom. And then we'll be doing a raffle at the end of the week to ship that out to somebody. Rift Boat and Call to the Feast. So those are those comments there. All right. Hey, Anthony is the one that sponsors these pack openings. So I'm gonna need you to leave that guy alone. He's actually out there doing a good fight out there. So, hey, lay off of Anthony. All right, here we go. The boar. That's treasure token. We love treasure. Got this your Cryptic Spire, and then we're gonna start off with a Monastery Swift Spear, but she's a foily girl. So beautiful art. I actually prefer this art over the borderless art, to be honest. I think this was really cool. Advancing Stitch Wing. So full. All right. Oh, we got a mythic. Boom. Our first mythic. That's what I'm talking about. Lord of Extinction. It's in that Gagori 3 and a Gagori. Lord of Extinction's power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in all graveyards. So he is dope. I'm hearing that he's an Autobot. Oh no, Anthony's Autobot. Oh, Maurice is a Decepticon here. Okay, cool. I don't know if y'all remember, just kind of throw it out there. Decepticon was in one of our videos before, early on in Black Magic Commander. Hopefully he'll come back on the show with me again, and we'll do some predictions to Dominaria United. He actually did some predictions with Crimson Vow and the Midnight Hunt with me. So hopefully we can get him back on camera with that one. So here's our mythic though, Lord of Extinction. Next up, it's a rare. It's Bedlam Reveler. It's a Devil Horror, 6 colorless and 2 red. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. Has priors when Bedlam, Reveler enters the battlefield, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. So he's one of those little ETB guys. Alrighty, then we gotta go to our regular uncommons. We got a bounce land. We got our borderless Eternal Witness. Like I said, she's eternally everywhere in all packs, so we always see her. So don't be surprised. Let's see. And then we got some regular just commons. You can always pause it if you're interested to see what they all are. Cool. Not much going on there. Alrighty. Next up, we got the zombie token and a knight token. Got the Sensor Splicer and foil. The Liliana's Elite. Oh, and we have Damnation. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated. So yeah, you can't beat that. 2 colorless and 2 black. So it's always a great card. Oh, and I already kind of spoiled the next one, but here we go. It's a Ren and 6, another mythic. We getting there, guys. We getting there. That Planeswalker, if you've never been acquainted with it, it is a first I think and only 2-drop Planeswalker, if I remember correctly, but it's in Gruul. And it basically has a +1, return up to 1 target land card from your graveyard to your hand. -1, Ren and 6 deals 1 damage to any target. And then -7, you get an emblem with instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard have retrace. So yeah, can't beat that. That is pretty cool. And retrace, I think, if I remember correctly, you discard a land and then you can cast a card in your graveyard for the or that instant sorcery for that for the actual mana cost after discarding that land, if I think correctly. So pretty cool there. That's that second mythic. Always dope. Surreal Memoir. Sorry, Surreal Memoir. Return an instant card at random from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, that's not so bad, and it's in red, so it's almost like a what's that guy's name? Snapcaster Mage or whatnot, but on the card. So that's kind of cool. In red, you don't see that often. Glory Scale Viashino. Let's see here. Mentor of the Meek. Love to see that guy. Ground Assault. And then you got a Eel Umbra, which the Totem Armor is always great. Hopefully one day we'll see a return to Totem Armor. That would be kind of cool. Supernatural. Momentary Blink. If you play Flicker, this is the #1 card to have in any Flicker deck if you meet that blue-white requirement, okay? Gotta have it. Always comes in handy. Alright. Burning Tree Emissary. She's a free cast, basically, because she gives you the mana that you spend on right back to you. Alright, cool. There we go there. Moving on to the next pack. So far, 2 mythics. That's always dope. And I think Ren and 6 does cover like almost half the price. So we getting there. Well, I guess she's a quarter of the price. Whatever. Move to the next one. Drake and the Angel again. All right, we got the Miss Meadow Witch and foil this time. Lava Coil, Leonin Arbiter. Players can't search libraries. Any player may pay 2 for that player to ignore this effect until end of turn. So this one basically just stops the search ability and forces it. Basically puts a tax on searching. It's a 2-drop cat cleric. So and it's a 2/2. So an interesting card. I've never actually came across this card in a game, but I guess using a tax deck, this could actually be pretty interesting, pretty useful. So pretty cool there. All right, and then we have Hydra Crisis. And I remember at one point back in, I think this came out of Ravnica, maybe? One of the Ravnica sets. This was a pretty beastly of a card in Standard, I think. Basically, whenever you cast a spell, you gain half of X life and draw half X cards. Round down each time. Flying Trample. Hydra Crisis enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. And you basically play for Simic and any number of colorless. So yeah, so technically it's a 3-drop for the most part. So at the very least. So but other than that, like in game, like late game, you can actually get a lot of value off this card. Cool. Then we got our Bant Charm, Celestia, Statuary, go for the throat. Casmina's Transmutation. Chronicle of Heroics, Carrier Thrall, Battlefield Promotion, Advanced Stitch Wing, Lava Coil, Deadly Recluse. Oh man, that Reach and Death Touch is a problem always. And then you got your Coily Oracle again. Cool, cool, cool. We're getting there. All right, next up, we're going for that Kozilek is what I'm hearing. I hear Anthony really wants that Kozilek. So, see if we can pull him that one. We got Elemental. Oh, shoot. And a Phyrexian Golem token. Jeskai Elder, Elvish Rejuvenator. And we have an Aether Vial for the first rare. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a charge count on Aether Vial. Tap it. You may put a creature card with mana value equal to the number of charge counters on Aether Vial from your hand onto the battlefield. So, there you go. There you go. Free put down a card once you get enough counters on it. So that's pretty useful. I've actually never seen this one as well. This one seems pretty interesting. Maybe I'll look into this in the future. Pretty cool card. All right, next we have Breyer, the Waking Grave. He is a 2-drop of black and green zombie elemental. He has haste, so you don't often see haste in outside of red, honestly. Whenever Breyer, the Walking Grave, deals combat damage to a player, put a +1 counter on it. Counters remain on Breyer as it moves to any zone other than a player's hand or graveyard. Hand or library. So he just infinitely gets bigger or whatnot as you keep dealing damage. So can't be that. Pretty cool if you're in those colors. So hey, that's nice. Gogari wins, huh? Inquisition of Kozilek. We are hitting that Kozilek like it ain't nothing, right? So we need to get there. League Guild Mage. Man, this card right here, I love the art. She is so adorable here in this image, and I wish she was a legendary creature because I would make her my commander, and I would make a deck with her regardless of what the abilities were. So, not that great of a card, but very cool. We have Bloodbraid Elf, Traveler's Amulet, Wingsteed Rider, Secret Square, Nightly Valor, Spell Pierce, Hissy, Egmire Experiment, 1. It's a 1-drop here. Excuse me, guys. I'm getting a drink. 1-drop evolved creature. So he's pretty cool because he gets bigger over time. And then we have Rift Bolt. So there's that pack for you. Interesting little things there. All right, last pack of this section. Oh, that talking mess with your throat, man. Can't really talk that well, huh? I need like a interpreter or something. Treasure token, a board token. Cryptic Spires. Excuse me. And then we have Borderless 4, Rakdos Crenarium, which is gonna be that that bounce land in Rakdos, and it's a 4-1. That is pretty nice. We have Skeleton Archer in full. And then we have for our first rare, Dauntless Escort. Sacrifice Dauntless Escort. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Now, when I first came back to Magic, I really saw this guy hit the field a lot, and he was very annoying, to be honest. And if you have a way to bring him back, yeah, he can be a problem. Next, we have Rishkar Panim Renegade, or Pima Renegade, sorry. Yeah, Rishkar, when he enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Each creature you control with the counter on it has tap at 1 green. So he basically makes his own mana army. He makes Line of Warriors. So Rishkar, he is there. Breakthrough is the uncommon. Bounty of Luxia, Abzad Falconer, Bridal Sod, Skeleton Archer, and stuff we've seen already. And then, Cartel Aristocrat. She is Orzhov, but she has sacrificed another creature. Cartel Aristocrat gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Yeah, she can be useful depending on what you're using her in. There we go. Actually, hold on 1 second. Next pack. Actually. Alrighty. You have Sapling and a Vampire. There we go. The Spires and Boros Garrison. There we go. 4 bounce land. We are getting those bounce lands even in this deck outside of collector's booster. So that's pretty dope. Before all said and done, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have every card in the extended art. All right, we got the Coiling Oracle foil, borderless. So beautiful little art there. Whenever Coiling Oracle enters the battlefield, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put that card into your hand. So just a way to get free cards of value. Oh, Valdakan Aurier. It's not the special art, but it is Valdakan Ori. So we don't really see reprints of this card, so it's kind of good to see it here in this set. So good on you. That will work with Eldrazi's. I'm just saying, it's a great card. And then we have Impervious Great Worm. 7 and 3 green. Convoke. It's indestructible. 16/16. You can build him. I don't think he's a great card, but he is a useful card. And I forgot to tell you, Valdakan Ori, if you didn't know, it basically says you can cast cards at flash speed, basically. Just gives you flash ability. All right, then we have Psychic Symbiote. Psychic Symbiote enters the battlefield. Target upon discards a card, and you draw a card that has flash. Then we have Domestication. So 4-drop. You control enchanted creature at the beginning of your end step. If enchanted creature's power is 4 or greater, sacrifice Domestication. And then we have Is It Boiler Works for the borderless bounce land. Yeah, pretty nice. This figure, the Winged Codal, Mana League, Strands of Undeath, Augur Spree, Monster Spirit, Grapple with the Past. So yeah, like the basic cards are basic cards, unfortunately, when they come in. Let's go to the next pack. Are we gonna get any more mythics? Let's do this, man. More mythics. Elemental and Phyrexian Golem, Cryptic Spires, Thought Scour, I was in full. Avian Initiate. We got Privileged Position. This one you don't see often either. It's been a long time since we've seen a reprint of this one. Other permanents you control have Hexproof. Very useful card. It's 2 and 3, either Simic or either 3 forest or plains. So however you want to do that with Celestia. So pretty good card there. Then we have Intet the Dreamer, big old Teamer Dragon. Whenever Intet the Dreamer deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2 and a blue. If you do, exile the top card of your library face down. You may look at that card for as long as it remains exiled. You may play that card without paying its mana cost for as long as the net remains on the field. He has flying. He's a 6/6 dragon. This card is very useful. I use him in my Calamax deck. He's really cool. He's worth the mana you put into him. So then we have Scale Blessing, Jeskai Charm, Agnes Spinner, Glow Spore Shaman, God's Willing, Aether Knight, Oblite, Deep Analysis, Prophorosis Emissary, Agnes Web, and 10th Street Legionnaire. Cool. Second stack. Man, fingers crossed for the big guys. We're not hitting what we want just yet, but we still have way more to go. Imperial Seal can show up at any time, right? We got the Worm, Crystal. Well, what's on the side? The Avian Initiate, Cryptic Spires, Annoyed Altosaur, Experiment 1 in foil, and the Necrotic Ooze. We've seen this one already. Which kind of long? Not today, but on our collector's package we did. It's 2 and 2 black. As long as the Necrotic Ooze is on the battlefield, it has all activated abilities of all creature cards in all graveyards. So the fact that it has all activated abilities in all graveyards could be very useful. Then we have Ruik Thar, the Unbowed, 4 and Gruel. Ogre Warrior with Vigilance and Reach. Ruik Thar, the Unbowed, attacks each turn if able. And whenever a creature casts a non-creature spell, Ruik Thar deals 6 damage to that player. He's a 6/6. So he's just a monster of a creature, and he basically stops spell slingers from spell slinging. Good card there. All right, Nephalia Smuggler. Travel preparations. Put a +1 count on each of up to 2 target creatures that has flashback for one of the planes. Blood Artist. Can't ever go wrong with a Blood Artist. She is gorgeous. Brittle Shout. Ground Assault. Momentary Blink again. Advanced Stitch Wing. Carrier Thrall. Lava Coil. Anoa Altasar. And Quali Oracle. So there we go. Next pack. Oh. Let's see what we got here. Why do these packs gotta make the struggle so hard? Maybe I'm weak in my fingers. We have a Boar. We have Treasure, Cryptic Spire, Stormfleet Pyromancer. Whenever Starfleet Pyromancer enters the battlefield, if you attack this turn, Starfleet Pyromancer deals 2 damage to any target. It's a 5-drop, so it's too expensive. Knightly Valor. And what we get here, we have Doran, the Siege Tower. He is straight out Abzan, Tree Folk Shaman. Each creature assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. It's a 0/5. So this one's for all those guys with defender creatures and creatures with big butts. Deal some damage. And we have Reveler. It's a 5-drop, 4 and 1 white. Has flying. When Reveler leaves the battlefield, return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It has evoke, 5 colors and 1 white. So it's a 4/3 in the air. So it's pretty useful for a lot of comboing, recursion where you want to bring stuff back and sack stuff. So pretty cool. Then we have Orzhov Pontiff for our uncommon. It has haunt. When Orzhov Pontiff enters the battlefield or the creature it haunts dies, choose one. Creature you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, or creatures you control get -1, -1. I'm sorry, creatures you don't control get -1, -1 until end of turn. So pretty cool there. We have Washout for 4 mana, 3 and a blue. It's a sorcery. Return all permanents of the color of your choice to their owner's hand. Kind of a little color hate there. All right, and then we have a Lightning Helix. Can't lose with that. Deal 3 damage, gain 3 life for Boros. It's an instant, so that's always good. Cast Menace Transmutation. A Knockbunkin. Il Umbra. Got a Spy. Relief Captain. Rift Bolt. Elvish Rejuvenator. And Fireblade Artist. Man, oh man. Here we go. Here we go again. All right, the Bear and the Eldrazi Scion. Cryptic Spires. We have a Vampire Sovereign in full. When she enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. Good if you're using some Flicker, but she still is a high CMC. Deep Analysis. Target player draws 2 cards, has flashback for 1 of the blue, and pay 3 life. Oh, Panharmonicon and the borderless look or whatnot with a new art, so that's pretty cool. If an artifact, it's an artifact. If an artifact or creature entering the battlefield would cause a triggered ability of a permanent you control the trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So 4-drop. So can't be that. That also works with Eldrazi, depending on which Eldrazi you're using. And then we have Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre. Woo! We are there. That's number 3 on the Mythics. It is an Eldrazi. It's 11-drop. Whenever you cast a spell, destroy target permanent. Has indestructible. That works with that Panharmonicon, by the way. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry, because it doesn't. It's not a cast trigger. It's not an ETB. It's a cast. Either way. It has Annihilator 4. When Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre, is put into a graveyard from anywhere, its owner shuffles their graveyard into their library. So, and he's a 10/10. So, yeah, can't beat that one. So, we there. First, Eldrazi up on the board with the Mythic setup. Let's put them over there. Cool, cool, cool. And then we have Heroic Reinforcements. We have the Simic borderless card. So, like I said, I'm going to have every single bounce land there is. Graveblade Marauder, Drag Mangler, Traveler's Amulet, Forbidden Alchemy. Annihilate 24. Yeah, that evil stuff you do with the Annihilator trigger, to do too many annihilating triggers. Shadowborn Apostle. It's so evil. Oh man, this man Anthony can make freaking the Annihilator trigger so demoralizing. You have to see that deck. The moment he gets his deck put together, again, his colors are like that. We're gonna do a deck tech on it, I think, so we can let everybody see that deck and what it looks like. I think that'll be pretty cool. All right, and then we have a borderless Burning Tree Emissary. Whenever Burning Tree Emissary enters the battlefield, add Gruel. So typical thing, like I said, she gives you back the mana that you spent. So yes, Anthony, it's not nice to annihilate 24 anybody. Alrighty, Curtis Fires, Surreal Memoir. We haven't seen this one yet. Levy Sky Knight. It is a one in Azorius. It's flying. Whenever the Sky Knight enters the battlefield, detain target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Detaining is a pretty cool mechanic. People should use it more because I love it. It just basically stops stuff from attacking or blocking or activating abilities. It's pretty cool. All right, let's get to the real good stuff. Matheas the Lunarch. All right. This guy is white, and how many ever X you want to pay into it. And then Matheas the Lunarch enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Tap it, put a +1 counter on Matheas. Tap it, remove a +1 counter from Matheas, put a +1 counter on each other creature you control. So pretty cool there, pretty useful. Yeah, man, Kozilek is a trick. She's the truth, that's for sure. And then and the next rare is the worst rare you can get in Commander, I think, for this set. Lava Launch is X and black, red, and forest. Let's see, and it deals X damage to target player or planeswalker, and each creature that player or that planeswalker controller controls. So it's a burn spell, but you pay so much money to burn stuff. It's kind of crazy, but hey, it's a rare. And then we have Goblin Banneret. Has mentor ability. We have Aether Mage's Touch, Mold Drifter, Thou Scour, Secret Skyer, Anointer of Valor. All right, so nothing of too much here. Pirates Pillage. Cool. All right. They say they're like, you got the Ulamog. Be happy. That pack was not it. That was similar to, I bought a single pack of Double Masters myself one day, and yeah, I had about just as bad of a pull. It was pretty sad. So apparently, gotta buy a box if you want to make sure you get some good stuff and not be fully disappointed. Some Monk token, yay. Then we have Crit Spires, Deadly Recluse. In the foil, Gnarlback Rhino. What do we get? Hardened Scales. There you go. 1 green. It's an enchantment. If one or more +1/+1 counters will be put on a creature you control, that many +1/+1 counters are put on it instead. So can't beat that guy right there. Very useful. Very good. People love to see it. And then we have the Wilt Leaf Liege. It's 1 and 3, either forest or plains. It's a 4/4. Other green creatures you control get +1. Same thing with the white creatures. If a spell ability that opponent controls causes you to discard Wilt Leaf Liege, put it onto the battlefield instead of putting it into your graveyard. The most basic of basics. This one of the rares you don't want to see, but we got it. Sorry. Let's go on forward from there. Summer Bloom. This card right here is 1 and a green sorcery. You may play up to 3 additional lands this turn. That card is pretty useful if you're in green, you got lands in your hand. But really what it is, dig that art. It is some beautiful art. Just keep that in mind. That art is gorgeous. We almost lost one. Conclave Mentor, the Mere Aqueduct, Last Breath, Blood Water Entity, Avian Initiate, Vampire Sovereign, Hyena Umbra, Deadly Recluse, Qasali Pride Mage. We saw that early in the commander packs or what collector packs. This is just the original art for it right here. You pay 1, sacrifice him, and destroy a target artifact or enchantment. He has exalted. So whenever it attacks along, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And then we have Hero of the Games. So, yep, not the greatest there, but it's something. All right, last one of the second pack, of the second stack. Cool, cool, cool. Let's get it. Let's get it. 40 minutes in. Zombie token, Night token. Cryptic Spires. And then we have a Mind Wreck Leech. This was basically just the Is It one. And it's a rare. So kind of the same as that Selesnya card. Kind of hurts to see it, but it is a rare. It basically buffs up blue and it buffs up red creatures. You pay 4 sets of Is It. You may put a blue or red creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. So actually, even though it's 3 colors and 3 Is It symbols, it's not the worst if you're playing a blue and red deck, especially with dragons or something. I mean, you're gonna pay 6 mana to get it onto the field, but then you can just pay 4 mana to put something from your hand right onto the battlefield. So it actually could be pretty good in a universal dragon deck or some kind of Is It dragon deck like the Firog or what I think his name is, the new one from the last set. So it could be pretty useful actually. Cool. We have, so that just a random rare, and oh okay, I guess that was in the foil slot. Okay, cool. All right, now we'll go to the official rares. Figure of Destiny. It is a Boros, either blue or white. I mean, I'm sorry, either red or white. It's a Kithen. It is basically the first level. I think the first set of level up that we've seen. That got printed. I think before level up was a thing. But it's either play a red or a white. Figure of Destiny becomes a Kithen spirit with base power base power and toughness 2/2. You can pay 3 sets of Boros. And Figure of Destiny is a spirit. It becomes a Kithen spirit warrior with base power and toughness 4/4. And then you can pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of Boros. And he if it's a warrior, it becomes a Kithen spirit warrior avatar with base power and toughness 8/8, flying and first strike. So you paying a lot of mana into it, but I guess by the time you get it big enough, it's gonna deal some damage. And then we have Yahini, Undying Partisan. So he's 2 and a black, and he is a vampire Aetherborn with haste. So you don't see haste in black that often, but when you do, it's pretty effective. Whenever a creature that opponent control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Yahini, Undying Partisan. Sacrifice another creature. Yahini gains, indestructible until end of turn. So pretty cool card there. Then we have a Civic Saber. So Soul Tie Soothsayer. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into the graveyard. We have a Young Pyromancer, borderless art. Martial Glory, sorry. Disfigure, Spell Pierce, Unearth, Militia, Bugler, Might of Old Croza, 10th Street Legionnaire, and a Living Lightning or whatnot. So cool. We will put that there. Going on to the next one, the last set of packs here. Alrighty. Sapling Vampire, Cryptic Spires. We have a Blood Water Entity, Firefall. Alright, so for the rare here, we got Forbidden Orchard. It taps it adds 1 mana of any color. Whenever you tap Forbidden Orchard for mana, target opponent creates a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. That is very useful and very interesting and very painful at the same time. I can see certain situations where this would be amazing. I can see certain situations where this would not be that great. I honestly, the first time I ever seen this card before, that I can recall or whatnot. But it's pretty interesting. Pretty cool little card there. It's a rare land. All right. And then next rare is Villainous Wealth. This one I have a friend who's used this on me several times. In certain circumstances, it could be the most annoyingest thing, and it could also be one of the coolest things to see on the board at any given time. You gotta pretty much get that player the game once it goes off, though. If it goes off for big enough, it's X, Black Forest, and an island. It's a sorcery. Target opponent exile the top X cards of the library. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana cost. Yeah, so if they cast that for like 20 mana, it's a wrap. Just let you know. All right, Dream Shaper Shaman, the Lead Guild Mage, Absent Falconer, Last Breath, Blood Water Entity, Carrier Thrall, Relief Captain, Forbidden Alchemy, Proforos Emissary, Anaga's Web, and Cartel Aristocrat. So, yeah. All right, all right. Coming down to the wire, guys. Down to the wire. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we got a Spider token and a Spine Spirit. Crick the Spires. We have a Flicker Wisp, uncommon foil. And then have a Bat Charm. Oh, and a Muldrotha extended border. So similar to what we saw in our collected boosters, we have another borderless Muldrotha. So she is nasty. Could this be a Muldrotha pack like we did with the collectors pack? Maybe. But she basically 6/6. You cast her for 3 colors, a black, green, and a blue. It's an elemental avatar. During each of your turns, you may play a land and cast a permanent spell of each permanent type for your graveyard. So that's pretty dope. She's very, very painful. So yeah, I'm definitely expecting to see a Muldrotha deck from you, Anthony. And then next we have Dax Duplicate. It's 2 and is it? It's a shapeshifter. You may have Dax Duplicate enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield except it has haste and dethrone or whatnot. So whenever it attacks the player with the most life or tie for most life, put a +1 counter on it. So pretty useful card or whatnot if you're in those colors. All right, and then we have Spider Spawning, Abzan Charm, on the Rakdos Crenarium. That's that bounce land in Rakdos. Traveler's Amulet. Yeah, and you definitely obligated now, man. We definitely see Muldrotha. Then we have an Unearth Borderless card with a special art. It is 1 black, a sorcerer, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then it has cycle for 2. So good card there. Sensor Splicer, Jeskai Elder, Titan Strength, Might of Okosia, Sky Knight, and Firefall. Cool. All right, all right. Here we go. Muldrotha in the building. What we got coming up next? All right, the Bear, Eldrazi Scion, Crypto Spire, Centaur Battle Master, Shadowborn Apostle. We have another Mythic in Ural, the Mist Stalker. Sorry, it's 2 and Naya. It's a beast creature with hexproof. Ural, the Mist Stalker gets +2/+2 for each aura attached to it. It's a 5/5, so it's definitely a lower cost Mythic, but it's a Mythic nonetheless. So we're gonna put him in the pile. And then for the rare, we have Kambal, Council of Allocation. He's 1 in Orzhov. He's a human advisor. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So he's one of those annoying commanders to see on the field. You got Crackling Doom. This is a pretty cool Mardu card. It basically deals 2 damage to each opponent. Each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls. And it's an instant speed card. So that's definitely an annoying little card that like just wreak havoc on people. Misfire Adept. You have Cedric Scepter. Settle Beyond Reality. Liliana's Elite. Seeker of the Ways. Deranged Assistant. Seeker's Squire. Elvish Rejuvenator. Ingenious Scab. And Stormfleet Pyromancer. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty there. We got 4 more packs left, guys. Let's get it. Got a cat dragon token. Yeah, meow, roar. And then you have a soldier token on that side. Crypto Spires. Spark Mage's Gambit. There's 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures that 2 target creatures. Those creatures can't block this turn. Just a 2-drop. Like a little evasion card. Militia Bugler, you ready? You ready for the next one? Let's do it. Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn. Unfortunately, she is banned in Commander, but she is mythic. Bum bum bum. Right. So yeah, there we go. Our fifth mythic. The reason why she is banned in Commander. This spell can't be countered when you cast a spell. Take an extra turn after this one. Flying protection from spells that are worn or more colors, and it has Annihilator 6. When Emrakul, the Aeon Torn, is put into a graveyard from anywhere, its owner shuffles their graveyard into the library. So she has too much going on, making her too powerful. So yeah. I know Kozilek is evading you, man. Emrakul was there, but I mean, you can probably get rid of Emrakul and a couple other things and get your Kozilek. All right, Mythic Power it is. And then for the other rare, it's Twin Flame. It's one in a red. It has Strive. This spell costs 2 and a red more to cast for each target beyond the first. Choose any number of target creatures you control. For each of them, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it has haste. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step. So, cool way to clone some stuff if you got some mana in red. And then you have Bounty Luxia, Mentor of the Meek with the special art. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card. It's 2 and a white. This is one of the very rare few ways to draw cards in white, unfortunately. But I love the art. All right, and then we have the Gruul Turf, Bloodflow Corsair, Dragon Mangler, An Order of Valor. We have Thoughtscour with that Borderless art from Laurelwind, I think, or whatnot. So that's kind of cool. Target player mills 2 cards, draw a card. Supernatural Stamina, Tusgar, Captain, Augur Spree, Hero of the Games. All right. 3 more packs to go, guys. Let's hope for the big one. Imperial Seal, Kozilek, we need both of you. Can we pull it? Can we do it? Sapling, Vampire, Cryptic Spire, Domestication and Foil, if you want to steal people's stuff. Ingenious Scab. What do we got here? Kedrick Levithan. Oh, we already seen this guy once in your collector booster. Apparently, he want to show up again here. Basically, whenever he enters the battlefield, return all other non-land permanents to their owner's hand. And it has on Earth for 6 and a blue. So that's him. And we have, wow, why does it look exactly like the collector booster that we had pulled? You got Legion's Initiative. Red and white. Red creatures you control get +1. White creatures you control get +1 for the defense. Pay Boros, exile Legion's Initiate. Exile all creatures you control at the beginning of the next combat. Return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control, and those creatures gain haste until end of turn. Ain't that something? And then we have Dragon Arch. It's a 5-drop, but you pay 2, tap it. You may put a multicolor creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Great way to cheat out multicolor creatures. Being dragons, 9 out of 10, they're going to be multiple colors. So it's a great card for that. Could you imagine tapping this for 2 mana and putting a progenitor onto the battlefield? Or putting I was trying to think of what's the other card called, the dragon. It passes my brain now. The big dragon with all the 5 colors. I can't think of them now, but when I think of them, I'll come back to it. It's a nice card. Biogenic Upgrade. We have a Lightning Bolt. It's 1 red instant. Lightning Bolt deals 3 damage to any target. So that's a big one. People love that card. Beautiful art. The only bad part I didn't like about this one too much was the Baron Tolarian Archmage making a comment on it. Unfortunately, with Tiamat wouldn't trigger because you have to actually cast Tiamat to get it to trigger. So now I was thinking it's the other one, the other dragon, the Earth Dragon, right? Yeah, the Earth Dragon. Putting that bad boy on the field and then swinging the next turn. Put something for free on from your hand onto the battlefield. It's great. But it says his flavor text is my how shocking. It's kind of weird because lightning bolt really doesn't shock you. It just kind of kills you. There's a card that called shock that actually shocks you. So I think we could have did better with the text there. And he's a blue mage, not a red mage. Yeah, he's ridiculous, man. You put a dragon on there and it's over. You got Martial Glory, Winged Steed Rider, Knightly Valor, Avian Initiate, Severed Strands, Web Weaver Changeling, Quasali Pride Mage, and Living Lightning. All right. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Let me have a sip of my water. Yeah. So hopefully we got it. You ready? You ready for this? This got to be it right here. All right, you ready? Boar, Treasure, Cryptic Spire, Psychic Symbiote, Carrier Thrall, and then we have our first rare Surgical Extraction. It is 1 black or really Phyrexian black. You can either pay a black or 2 life. Choose target card in the graveyard other than a black land. Basic land card. Search his owner's library, hand and graveyard, hand and library for any number of cards with the same name as that card, and exile them. Put that. Then that player shuffles. So pretty cool right there. So just let you exile certain stuff. There is a method to that madness. So mostly used in like modern and stuff like that. And then we have Matheas, Fiend Seeker. He's a Mardu vampire with menace. At the beginning of each end step, put a bounty count on target creature the opponent controls. For as long as that creature has a bounty count on it, when this creature dies, each opponent draws a card and gains 2 life. He's a 3/3. So cool little card there. Not the hit that we wanted, but he's there. The Scion of Darkness, Tower Gargoyle, Vampire Right, Spark Mage's Gambit, Militia Bugler, Makeshift Mauler, Skeleton Archer, Thrive, Call to the Feast, Dark Dweller Oracle, and Rampant Growth. Can't go wrong with a Rampant Growth. That art is ridiculous. Alrighty. And now, oh shoot. Let's not mess everything up, right? And now for the final pack. Let's hope we can make it work. Can we make it work? Can we make it work? 2, 3, 4 mythics in 1 pack. That would be amazing. All right. Show us the Kozilek. All right, you ready? Boom, boom, boom. We're going to do it this way. Because we want to keep some suspense here. We're going to go through the backside so we can get to the rares last like you really do with the other sets, right? So let's go backwards this way. All right, Experiment 1. Fire's Pillage. Fireblade Artist. Vampire Sovereign. Capture Spire. Doom Traveler. Izzet Charm. Agony Warp. And you have Boros Garrison for the bounce land. And then we have a Bear Companion. When Bear Companion enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 green bear creature token. And guess what? Our top card is a bear. So they go well together. So there you go. I mean, she's not a legendary commander, but hey, it does its due. All right, and we got the Cryptic Spire. Settle Beyond Reality. Cruin Striker. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Cruin Striker gets +1/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. Trash card. All right, you ready for the real deal? Let's see what we got. Let's go for it. Marchesa. At least it's something new. Marchesa is one of the Grixis. She's a human wizard. Has dethrone. Other creatures you control have dethrone. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. So amazing card there in Grixis. Straight out conspiracy. So she's pretty dope. All right, so let's see what it is. What is this last card? Can we get it? Dramoka's Command. Golly, why could we not get a freaking Kozilek? So Dramoka's Command is a Celestia instant. Choose 2. Prevent all damage that target instant or sorcery spell would deal this turn. Target player sacrifices an enchantment. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. So that's what he is. Could have just been a regular Dramoka. And then that's just a regular uncommon Centaur Battlemaster. And there we have it. That is the set. So we got that. We got a few uncommon borderless cards. So you can see that, you know, the bounce lands is gonna make you happy, and a couple of cool things there. We got our rares. Uh-oh. Can we scoop them up? Can we scoop them up? Can we scoop them up? I'll do a quick little take over those so we can see what we got. Oh, I put these two in the wrong pile. Hold on. This one in the wrong pile. This one in the wrong pile. Sorry. We only got 5 mythics. Yeah, no MCL, no Kozilek. Sorry, man. We was almost there. He was almost there. Let's go through the rares. Dauntless Escort. Skull Breyer, the Walking Grave. Aether Vial, Hydrocrisis, Leon and Arbiter, Damnation, Bedlam Reveler, Hostage Taker, Imperial Archangel, Magister Sphinx, Teferi's Protection, Kolagon's Command, Ashen Moor Leech, Woodleaf Leech, Heart and Scales, Lava Launche, Macheas the Lunarch, Panharmonicon, Reveler, Dorian the Siege Tower, Rurik Thar the Unbowed, Necrotic Ooze, Intet the Dreamer, Privileged Position, Impervious Great Worm, Valdakan Ori, Rishkar Pima Renegade, Legion's Initiative, Kedrick, how you say that? Kedrick, whatever you want to say, Leviathan. Twin Flame, Campbell, Console of Allocation, Dax Duplicate, Modrotha, the Gravetide, Villainous Wealth, Forbidden Orchard, Yahini, Undying Partisan, Figure of Destiny, Mind Rack Leech, Dramoka's Command, Marchesa, the Black Rose, and Matheas, the Fiend Seeker, as well as Surgical Extraction. Those were our rares and the mythics. Emacruel, the Aeon's Torn, Uriel, the Mist Stalker, Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre, and Ren and 6, as well as Lord of Extinction. So there you have it. That's your pulpit. Those are your vibes. So yeah, that was fun. Thank y'all for coming on to Black Magic Commander. Again, I say leave comments at the bottom. That's who I'm gonna choose who gets this pack right here. So we got one more. Maybe that's that Kozilek. Maybe that's that M-Seal. You never know. So if you want that pack, make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I can't tell if you did or not. And then we'll go from there. I would love to get that pack out to somebody and make them happy, okay? So stick with us, Black Magic Commander. You know we here all the time. Hopefully we'll get some games up soon or some Commander gameplay. And then, like I said, I'll be doing my predictions video of the upcoming Magic sets for Dominaria United. So until then, Magic is in the black. Or the Gathering, sorry. I'm saying my own line wrong. I had a long day. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. But the Gathering is in the black. Y'all have a good night.